Welcome back everyone to the 1,000 subscribers special part number 2. This one is Roller Coaster Tycoon, probably one of my favorite video games of all time, one of the first ones I ever played. I just really like it. It's an oldie, but it's still a good one. So when people normally do this, you know, sometimes it's a one-off, you usually just go to Forest Frontiers, right? I'm not going to do that because, you know, with all these parks that you go to. I am going to go to Leafy Lake, though, because this is my favorite park in the game. I really just like it. I think it's the best one in the game, so we're going to go with it here. And I think the objective for this one is, like, really long, so we're obviously not going to do all of it in one thing, but if we have multiple parts of this in the 1,000 subscriber series, then I'll go for it. So I normally like to do this first off, just to make sure the guests don't wander around the park, because it is huge. And look at all this expansion you can do back here. This is why I like it so much. It's big, it's flat enough to where you could do stuff. I just really like it. So let's first go into funding, and let's go for some thrill rides and gentle rides. Actually, first, let's go for a shop and stall. If we get like some food and the information kiosk. So let's start with a merry-go-round. Obviously, the one most people would start with in this game. Obviously, you know, not too much to talk about in the game. So, you know, I'll be talking about, you know, real-life stuff. Maybe the NR 2003 series, how that's going, and for the seasons coming up. But what I normally do for this is I go off the excitement rating. It's 1.2. That's how you make the most money, I believe. And that's what I've always done, so I think it's a good way. And I mean, if you do not have this game and you really want to get it, Good Old Games is a great place. It has all the expansion packs, and it's not a lot of money. It's under $10, I believe. It's a great game. I love it, you know. I still play it. Main 2000, you can see down there, Chris Sawyer. Great. And the only reason I'm really doing this game right now is because just recently, Planet Coaster, which they've made Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, 2, and 3, and then a mobile game that I don't like to talk about, not many people like to talk about. But those three games, those first three games are great. And now, I think like in 2015, 2014, Roller Coaster Tycoon World was announced. I was pretty excited about that one, but Atari messed it up. Atari really messed it up. It sucks. Roller Coaster Tycoon World sucks. However, around the same time, just a little bit after, the creators of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which is one of the best Roller Coaster Tycoon games, ended up saying, we're going to make Planet Coaster. And Planet Coaster is a fabulous roller coaster game, and it's really great. And then not long after that, people announced that they're going to make Park Tech, which is kind of just like this one, except, you know, graphics in this isometric view. That's also a great game. Those two better than Roller Coaster Tycoon World. I want to get those two. I want to do some videos on those, because those are really great games from what I've seen. I haven't played them yet, but man, oh man, they are great. But yeah, this game available on Good Old Games along with 2 and 3. I think 3's on Steam with all the expansion packs. So yeah, this is being recorded. You'll probably get this Sunday, the Cup Homestead race. This is being recorded the night of the Xfinity race, in which Suarez won. Which, you know, I'm happy for him about that. But man, I was rooting for the Junior Motorsports guys, and it's kind of heartbreaking that Sadler had the best season out of anyone. He won the championship last year if it was under the old system, and he couldn't. You know, his car wasn't good here at Homestead, and one race cost him the championship. And then on top of that, the 14 slipped the entire outside line on the last restart. and cost Allgaier a shot. And Allgaier had one of the best cars all night, so it just sucks. But you know, rooting for Jimmy tomorrow, so hopefully he can pull it off. I think it'd be cool to see him get number 7, and you know, he's a teammate to Dale Jr., my favorite driver, so I think it'd be cool to see Jimmy get it. So now we're just gonna be waiting for more rides. We built the 3 that I feel like, you know, should have been built. The Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, and scrambled eggs. And as for the NR 2003 leagues, I think you'll probably get Pocono before this is out. So Pocono's probably already up on the channel. You know, it's going pretty well. The chase, I feel like, has some great excitement. Not to spoil the Pocono race at all, but the chase standings are really close. The full season standings are getting really close, and the Target series is really cool too. So I feel like it's gonna be a great championship run in those 2 series. And obviously, next season we're bringing in the Truck Series and the Arcade Series. There's going to be more information on those after these 2 seasons are over. I'm excited. I guess we'll build a boat higher. What I normally like to do for this, right? I like to let them, like, you know, run around wherever they want, but that's gonna, you know, it usually... So what I like to do is this. I like to make this as a little ring as to where they can go. Because if they tried to go around this whole lake, they would never come back. I went a little too far there. Let's just do that. I guess I'll make this one shorter. So I'll have to move that out. I don't really like to smooth this out. Just like to go straight. And more about the Xfinity race. I just feel like, you know, Colwitt's team made a huge mistake on what they were doing. They said they didn't have any tires left, but they weren't going to really do anything, I don't think, with what they had up front. You know, they fell back to worse than they were running. You know, I don't know if the 10 seconds of TV time that they got really helped with everything, because that was just kind of, you know, I just feel like, you know, they should have used some more sense with that, because one of Sadler's team members went down to his Colwitt's pit stall, and they were begging with Witt's crew chief to let him have the outside lane, and Witt's crew chief basically just ignored him like he wasn't even there, and that's very disrespectful. You know, those guys run for a championship, something you guys aren't even in the talk of. You're in the talk of like a top 30, you know, and you go out there and do stuff like that. So I just felt like that was very sad that the championship had to come down to that. I feel like Suarez still could have won it, but I feel like it would have been closer, because Sadler on the inside with 2 tires. You know, Sadler had 2, so he was going to be the race leader. He probably would have taken the top, which would have put Suarez in second on the bottom. And the bottom we saw all night wasn't really the preferred line on the restart. Jones had 6 laps old tires because he had to put scuffs on. Sadler took 2 because he had to get up there to win the championship. And Allgaier had 4 fresh. So I think it could have been a battle between Suarez and Allgaier, personally. But that's not how it worked out, and, you know, we have to move on from it, but, you know. So we're going to build our first roller coaster here pretty early on. Like put it right there so that we have room right here to go in. We go down around here and then make an S-bend to go in. So as I mentioned in the first video, I think I did, you know, this is for the 1,000 subscribers that I got back, oh my gosh, earlier this season, earlier this year. I forget what point of the year, it might have been like June, and I promised that I was going to do something special. I just didn't know what it was going to be yet. I decided on this, on playing video games, you know, something I really like to do. You know, I don't know how long this is going to be going, but it could be going for a while, maybe the rest of the year. obviously on top of that, I'm making the NR 2003 races, so that's also something. Yeah, roller coasters sometimes take concentration because you have to make it a certain height and. I want to move that. All right. So for that Xfinity Championship, I really wanted, Sadler Allgaier to win. Obviously, I'm a Junior fan, so Junior Motorsports. But I wouldn't have cared between one of the two. But I think going into it, I would have rather see Sadler win it because, he's what, 41? He's getting up there in age. He's not gonna have much more time left in the sport. So it would have been cool to see him win after all he's gone through this season. His mother, and his sponsor, One Main, saying they're gonna leave the sport, but then saying, "Oh no, we're gonna stay, and we're coming back for more years." So I just felt like it would have been a feel-good story if that were to happen, but it didn't happen. Then of course, it would have been cool to see Allgaier because he's kind of like at a point now where his career's kind of getting, changed. He's with a good team now. Obviously, he was with H. Scott before, so that didn't really show what he could do. I always felt like he was a really good driver, and it's cool to see him up there battling for a championship. I feel like this season he didn't really perform at his best, and we saw that. But down the road, I think he's going to be in contention next season, maybe for championships and Junior Motorsports, going to 4 cars. That could be, big for them, but, Alright, let's do that. Now we have to test it, make sure it's not going to break people's necks or whatever. Down to $129. Going on for 12 minutes. Right. Just have to make sure I can get through it. I'm in the negatives because I had to pay some things. That's fine. We'll get it back. But this roller coaster can make a ton of money. Also, for this, 1,000 subscriber special, I'm definitely planning on playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and 2, obviously. 2 is my favorite because it just adds so much to the series. It added more rides, more scenery. You could do a lot more in the game. I just really liked that part of it. And obviously, 3 with the 3D view, it was really nice too. Who knows what else I'm gonna do with this series. Maybe play some more Dead by Daylight. I really like that game, We'll just see. Let's see what comes out. What we got. Alright, cool. Now that we got that, we can go to looking for some more Gentle and Thrill rides. Information kiosk can go at the beginning of the park right there. Ooh. Alright, so we're going to take a $1,000 loan. So usually for the park maps, I just like to... Let's make them 10 cents so we break even. Umbrellas, $2.50, that seems right. We could change the color of the umbrellas if we want. But I normally just like to keep it, whatever it is. Oh, Also, speaking of colors, let's change the color of this. I don't really like the color it's at. What's that look like? Ooh. And someone else with Planet Coaster, you get like unlimited color choices. Obviously, you know, not the technology that this game had back then, but let's do the outside. Black, white. It looks alright. And then this supports black. Gray. White. Yellow. That green. What's the green they just had, I think? That green's kind of alright with it. Yeah, that looks cool. Train colors. Dark blue. Red. Okay, there. Look how to color this. Cause it, I don't know why that green and yellow. Just I don't like it. Blue and red. No. Oh. Ooh. Blue and purple. That looks alright. I think that's just a light blue and white. Yeah, actually looks kind of nice. First wheel I kind of like. Yeah, that's good. Merry-go-round. Boats. That green's kind of ugly. Dark green? Yeah. Alright, so we got a ride there, a slide. I think we're going to kind of move it down here more. Kind of get the park a little spread out. Actually surprised I didn't start with the haunted house. I don't know if it's random each time. You'd think I would know after all the times I played this game, but it's kind of weird that I didn't start the haunted house. Usually you do. I'll block that. Come off there to go there. I always like to do 5 people on the ride at all times. Open it. We can't wait for the test results until it's done. Alright, so on this ride, I always like the blue and pink. Like that. I always thought that looked really nice. Black, you know, checkered pattern. I thought the black one was over here, but that. So we'll add some more benches and whatnot, some more trash cans in case people are down here with food. Want the park to look nice. 150, so we keep it the same. And now we're kind of moving the park down, out. See the beginning part's all the way down here now. Got a nice roller coaster. We can't even expand out towards here. It's so big. Apart from the lake, you have all that. Get log flumes, water slides, more roller coasters, more thrill rides, go-karts. It's awesome. I really like this game. Again, you can find it on goodoldgames.com. I'll put a link in the description of it. Because I used to play this game all the time as a kid. I actually have the disc. This isn't being played on the disc. This is actually being played off the Good Old Games version of it. Just because the disc I have is the like expansion pack version. It's the I think it's called Corkscrew Follies and Loopy Landscapes or something like that. But so I only have that version of it, and you need the original disc to install it on your computer. Obviously, I don't have that. And I've switched computers many times. So I have my desktop, which went from, I had a Windows 2000 when I first had my first desktop, to a Windows XP. I had a Windows 7 desktop. Then I got a laptop that had Windows 7 on it. And then I got a new laptop, which is better, that had Windows 8 on it. Upgraded it to Windows 10. After all that time, you know, I never really got to put, you know, Roller Coaster Tycoon back on it. So I found Good Old Games and got the game, and you know, now I'm excited about it, you know. Actually, the funny thing is, I had 1 and 3 growing up. I had 1 with all the expansion packs, and 3 just the original. but I never had 2. I don't know why, I just never had 2. And I got it the one time, I forget what it was for, but I got it. I'm very excited about that. I have both the expansions. In fact, I think I have like the expansions for every Roller Coaster Tycoon game. I have Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition, which is Soaked in Wild, which is like a water theme and like zoo theme, kind of like Zoo Tycoon. And this one is Corkscrew Foley's Loopy Landscapes. Just adds more parks and rides and different things. Some of the parks you just get an unlimited budget, and you have to like you can never let your park rating fall below 700, or else your park will be shut down in 3 months or something like that. That's really cool how they do it. We're gonna take the gentle ride off because after this one we should get another thrill ride, I think. Alright, we got the haunted house. So another ride that we got there, haunted house. So we'll start expanding out this way. Kind of put the haunted house all by itself. I definitely have plans for when we go to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 when we start playing that. I think that will be really cool. Some might know with the haunted house, excitement is always 245, no matter what. Kind of odd. See 245. It's just kind of odd to me that it's like that. All right. Oh, someone's screaming. I really like that about the game. You have like certain like noises that sometimes pop up. I think it's really cool. Haunted house going off there. It's a path right there. I don't know why. Oh, we got an award. We're the best value park in the country. People are still screaming. That normally happens when like you get over here and there's nothing to hear. There is something funny to hear though. If you touch a duck. I was hoping we get a balloon stall, but if you get a balloon stall, people will be carrying the balloons around, obviously. And if someone lets go of a balloon, it'll fly up into the air, and if you press it, it'll pop in midair. It's really cool. So we're like halfway through, I believe. So I'll probably stop it soon. I really wanted to build 2 roller coasters, but of course the money obviously isn't there yet. I need the money to do it. Not getting that yet. There's restrooms down there. I feel like we got another down here. Also, I find it funny in this game you charge people to go to the bathroom. It's kind of cruel, but if you're lacking on money, that's probably something you'd want to do. Also, a cool thing that I've learned, which I normally don't do, but these prices go up to $25. It rains in this game, which is why there's umbrellas. If it starts raining, you could pause the game, jack this price all the way up to $25, and people will buy the umbrellas no matter what, because it's raining. Now, that could hurt you though. So let's say I clicked on this fine gentleman, against 508. Oh, click on options. I can actually show the real names. So DNN. You can also change it: imperial, metric, dollars, pounds, francs, peseta, euros. But yeah. So if I click on his money, you can see he came in with $60. Since he spent $5, he spent it on rides and souvenirs, probably the map, I imagine. He still has 55 left. You can see his thoughts, what he has, what he's been on, what his favorite ride is, time in park, what he's bought. You could just see him. You could see his happiness, energy, thirst, hunger, nausea, bathroom, what his preferred ride is, like the intensity, nausea, tolerance. It has, it's really cool, this game, with all the detail that there is. And just made by one guy is really impressive. And Chris Sawyer, man, he's a great guy. Another thrill ride. The 25th July. That's a little bit far away, but if I cut off until then, yeah, I guess I'll do that. We'll get one more ride in, and I'll see you guys when we get that ride. Alright folks, I'm going to stop it there after what I saw it was. That was kind of seeing what it was. I'm not going to have enough money to make it as of now. I could take out loans, but I don't want to do that. It'll take a while to make, so I'll just see you guys for part 2 of Roller Coaster Tycoon in the 1,000 subscriber special. I'll see you guys for part 3 of the 1,000 subscriber special. Have a good day.